It was a stunt that violated CDC guidelines and unnecessarily put the health of Secret Service agents at risk.
You put them in a car with the president like that. Now you have 2 agents who should be quarantining, right? So now they're out of the mix for 14 days. Other agents have to step up and cover for them. There's a Secret Service agent, Charles, who told CNN, quote, "You can't say no."
The parade yesterday with him in the car, that was right out of a dictator's playbook, you know. Parade the dictator around so that the world and the country can see that he's still alive and he's still robust.
And then the candidate himself putting in danger his Secret Service detail by going out for no reason at all other than to wave through the car window at supporters who were out, you know, honking their horns and waving flags there for him. It is just unreal that this is the president of the United States.
I did slightly leap in the air with joy. You know, he said it is what it is, and I think the phrase is "what goes around comes around." I just hope it doesn't interfere with him being elected out of office. That's all.
We have a president who's called for terrorists, a president who has mocked the coronavirus and its impact, a president who lied about it just 2 weeks ago. We were talking about it, and a president who now is in what we know to be the quarantine process.
I just think it's extraordinary because for so long he was saying it's a hoax. It's just going to go away. People shouldn't have that big a concern, especially when it's outside in the warm months.
He's lied about the science for 6 months, couldn't protect himself or his family. So how is he going to protect the American people going forward? And so I feel bad that he's sick. I want him to get better. Certainly, it's a tragic situation. But we have to not let up on the gas if you want to remove him.
If the president had said, if he had made it mandatory in his meetings, when he's in contact with her, to wear a mask, then we may not be in this situation.
He just needed to pull a Biden.
Yeah.
If he had that mask on everywhere, nobody would be making fun of him because he's the only one who makes cracks about masks.
Yeah. And just back from a big rally
and
last night.
And he'd be much safer right now.
There is no doubt that Trump is meeting with his advisors and has been trying to figure out how to exploit this, using it as an excuse to do what they have been trying to do relentlessly, which is discredit elections that Trump is terrified he is going to lose.
It's his own dereliction is partly to blame for this. He chose to go out to rallies. He chose to downplay masks. He chose to not social distance and call it a hoax and so on and so forth.
I wish the president and the first lady that they have full recovery and that it is not any more serious than it is. I think that the appeal that I make is that we do not, those of us that are opposed to him, and many of us aggressively so, don't take this as a moment of I told you so or finger pointing.
He's probably watching TV right now, and I hope we can all say the same thing. We wish you well, Mr. President. We hope you feel better as soon as possible.
We all hope and pray he is president of the United States, or for any human, but especially him, that he is okay. But he is the exact risk factor for a lot of reasons that people warn about, that you have to be careful.
At age 74 and being 244 pounds, which takes his BMI over 30, which is the obese category, he's got those 2 risk factors.
I do hope that at this moment, the National Security Council is springing into action and thinking through the worst case scenarios so that the country is prepared and so that there's a smooth continuation of leadership in any crisis situation.
Joe Biden is now weighed in. He says this, guys. Jill and I send our thoughts to President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump for a swift recovery. We will continue to pray for the health and safety of the president and his family.